going to talk about Turkish inventor Ismāʿīl al-Jazari. Well, this was before Turkey was a country. He was Arabian, and he lived almost 1,000 years ago. He lived from 1136 till 1206, which would have made him pretty old. And he invented a lot of really amazing mechanical devices. He wrote the book, The Ingenious Knowledge of Mechanical Devices, or something to that effect, and he put 50 different how-to guides on how to make super cool inventions with just the technology that was available at the time. So we're talking the power of water and gravity and maybe magnetism. Really incredible. I'm also going to make a cute little robot, which was one of my favorite activities we did in pre-K a few years ago that I really didn't want to forget because it was really fun. We learned about Ismāʿīl al-Jazarī and we made robots. It was really fun, so I wanted to make a video about it. I'm using these super nice pencils that my friend got me for my birthday. Oh my gosh, look at them. They're so beautiful. Ah! All right, let's get started. So Ismāʿīl worked for Turka, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it was an Arabian court, and he was the inventor, the engineer. He solved problems and made the king and the court happy with his really cool inventions. His most famous invention that you may have seen there is an elephant clock. There is a copy of it at the Dubai airport, apparently. I have not seen it. So first for the robot, I'm just going to do little squares for the head, body, and rectangles for the arms and legs. This is a really nice project for kids to do. So we're gonna get cozy down here. Okay, so the water clock is really incredible. I took a deep dive, don't forget the little neck too, about al-Jazarī, and there are a lot of people that really love his work. This was like the golden age of Islamic inventors, astronomy, mathematics, right? It's when Europe was in the dark ages, so really cool things were happening in the Middle East and North Africa. There's a neat account by an Islamic explorer. I also don't know how to pronounce his name. It's like Barako or something. And he was saying how he traveled far from like North Africa and in different courts, and he saw some of al-Jazari's inventions. He invented fountains and these devices that would like wash your hands, but like imagine like a peacock head and then this little like robot coming out, and then with a towel to dry your hands. Like he didn't just make robots, he made really cool devices. Okay, back to the elephant clock. Let's take a break with the robot. So with the elephant clock, it's pretty complicated how it works. So inside the elephant, there's water and a little bowl. And the bowl has a little hole on it that's perfectly timed, so it's sinking slowly. As it's sinking, there's a pulley connected to a little man on top with a pointer. And as it pulls down, he turns and then he points to the minute hand. So that's all just the water falling, right? And then the minute is turning. The bowl, every half hour, the bowl fills with water totally and then sinks bloop, to the bottom, pulling a different pulley that's connected to the very top of the elephant, the man, and then there's a little like deck here. And then on top of that there are these balls, and then it opens a little cage. The one ball falls down, falls into a dragon's mouth. The weight causes a lever to fall. The dragon falls down, bloop, and that hits a little guy at the top of the elephant, and then the guy hits a drum, and then the drums every half hour. So al-Jazari's clocks and inventions aren't just useful, they're also just fantastical and beautiful and cool and technically really interesting. He built a lot of these, he built all of these, and through trial and error, figured out whether they worked. So in his book of mechanical devices, he, I'm gonna have a little hard eyes on my robot. In his book of mechanical devices, he teaches other people how to make these inventions, which is super cool, right? It's like a little do-it-yourself. He invented the crankshaft, which we use now in cars. He was the first written record of the crankshaft, and the flush toilet that we use now. He invented that mechanism, right? If you've opened the back of a toilet, bloop, bloop, the float device pulls out as you pull the lever. So super cool, al-Jazari. So I've made up my little robot outline. I'm just doing this on a scratch piece of paper too, and then I'm just gonna cut it out. Bloop, 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 bloop. What else? Oh, he also invented. There's one picture of these for musicians, and they're playing instruments, and it's actually robots. And he even invented this drum machine that you could program. You could program the tempo and the beat of the different drums, and then they would also float so that the court could watch these mechanical robots sing as they were having parties. So very fun. But al-Jazari, his mechanical devices are wonderful. He did all the illustrations and the Arabic writing, super beautiful. So I hope you get to look into his stuff. He's just super cool. And then he was also informed by a lot of other Muslim inventors at the time. So I hope you enjoyed and have a good day. Bye.